Hey besties, today's project is this granny stitch wrap skirt. It can be used as a beach cover-up skirt or as just an accessory with an outfit. It's essentially one big triangle that you can tie on your waist like this to give a cover-up effect with your beachwear or with any dress. So this is how it was when I made it. I used 4 colors: black, hot pink, light pink, and this orangish pinkish blend of yarn. So this is it when I folded it in half. So let's get into the tutorial. You're just going to need your yarn. These are the colors that I used to make mine: black, hot pink, this orangish color, and the light pink. So after you get the yarn that you want to use, you get your other materials, which are your crochet hook. I used a 6mm crochet hook, but feel free to use the hook that is the right size for your yarn. I wanted my holes to be quite wide, that's why I used a bigger hook. Then you're also going to need your darning needle or your tapestry needle to sew in your loose ends. This is mine. Then you're also going to need a pair of scissors. So to begin, we're going to start with the pink section. So as I said, it's just one big triangle that we just keep increasing to form the wrap skirt. Then what I actually used the same pattern throughout, but I just changed the colors, as you can see. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this pattern and also how to change the colors. Feel free to change the colors as you wish. It can be mid-row or on new rows like I did, or if you want to use one color, that's also fine. So the pink section, I'm going to start with that right now. You get your yarn, any color of your choice, and you unravel a bit of it. So that's what I was doing. So you take your yarn, then you twist it to form an X like this. Then you tie it. So this is our slip knot. Then you take your crochet hook and insert it in it like this. And now you're going to chain 5. This is the first chain. Now the second chain, the third chain, the fourth chain, and now the 5th chain. So now you're going to yarn over and turn your work around, and in the first chain that you made, you're going to make 1 double crochet. So to do this, since we've already yarned over, you insert your crochet hook at the back in the first chain, then you pull up a loop, then you pull through 2 loops on your hook. You can see that there are 3 loops, so you pull through 2 loops, and now you pull through the final 2 loops on your hook. Then now we're going to make a second double crochet in that same hole like this. So you yarn over, you insert your hook, you pull up a loop, you pull through 2 loops on your hook, and you pull through the final 2 loops on your hook. Then we're going to make our third double crochet in that same hole. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, pull through 2 loops on your hook, and pull through the final 2 loops on your hook. Then you're going to chain 2, 1, 2. We're going to make a double crochet in that same hole. So you yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, pull through 2 loops on your hook and pull through the final 2 loops on your hook. Then we're going to make a second one in that same hole. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, pull through 2 loops on your hook and pull through the final 2 loops. And now we're going to make our final one. That's the third one. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, pull through 2 loops on your hook and pull through the final 2 loops on your hook. Then you're going to chain 1, then you're going to make the last double crochet in that same hole. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, pull through the 2 loops on your hook and pull through the final 2 loops on your hook. Then you're going to chain 4. This is the first row of the triangle. As you can see, you can see that there's clearly a tip and there are sides. So what we're doing is just to build on this triangle to form the wrap skirt. The base of the triangle is where we tie around our waist, and the sides are just what could keep going down. So we're going to go to the next row. To do that, we chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, and now the 4th chain. Then you're going to yarn over and turn your work around, and in that chain 1 space over there between the 3 double crochets and 1 double crochet, you insert your hook and you make 3 double crochets. So this is our first double crochet, and now the second double crochet in that same hole, and now the third double crochet in that same hole. Then you chain 1. Since what we did was at the side, we're going to the corner. So after you chain 1, you go to the tip of the triangle, you yarn over and you make 3 double crochets in that tip. So this is our first double crochet, and now the second double crochet, and now the third double crochet at the tip of the triangle. So right now you're going to pay attention to the pattern. After you made your third double crochet, you're going to chain 2, 1, 2, then you're going to make 3 double crochets in that same hole that is at the tip of the triangle. You're going to make 3 more double crochets there. So this is the first, now the second, and now the third double crochet. Then you're going to chain 1. Now we're back to the side. So in that hole you're going to make 3 double crochets. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, pull through 2 loops on your hook and pull through the final 2 loops on your hook. Then now making our second double crochet, and now the third double crochet. Then you're going to chain 1 since we're at the final one. Then you make 1 double crochet in that hole. So now we're through with the second row of the skirt, or the second row of the triangle. You can see we only just increased the first triangle. So every time we're at the tip of the triangle, you make 3 double crochets, you chain 2 and make another 3 double crochets. But when we're at the sides, we just make 3 double crochets in the hole, then chain 1 and go to the next side. But when we're at the final side, that's what closest to the base of the triangle, after we make our 3 double crochets, we chain 1 and make a final double crochet. So this might be quite a lot, but as you keep making the rows, you're going to get a hang of it. So this is it against the wrap skirts that I have already made. You can see that we're just making triangles. We just keep going. Then I changed the color to the black. Then I kept changing the colors. So feel free to change the colors as you wish. So now we're just going to go to the next row so that you will have a better idea of the pattern that we're following. So pick your work and you chain 4 to go to the next row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you yarn over and turn your work around. So in that chain 1 space there, in between the 3 double crochets and the final double crochet, you insert your hook and you make 3 double crochets there. So you can see in that chain 1 space, you make your first double crochet, and now the second double crochet, and now the third double crochet, then you chain 1, and since in the next row it is not the tip of the triangle, you're just going to make 3 double crochets inside it. So you insert your hook and you make 3 double crochets in that hole. So this is the first double crochet, now the second double crochet, and now the third double crochet. Then you chain 1, and now we're entering the tip of the triangle. So you remember what we do, you make 3 double crochets, then you chain 2 and make another 3 double crochets. So after your 3 double crochets on that side, now we're entering the tip. So you chain 1, enter the tip with your 3 double crochets. So this is our first double crochet, now the second double crochet, and now the third double crochet, then you chain 2 and make 3 double crochets in that same hole since we're at the tip of the triangle. So this is the first double crochet, now the second double crochet, and now the third double crochet. Then you're going to chain 1, and now we're going to go into the side. Then you enter the side with 3 double crochets. So this is the first double crochet, now the second double crochet, and now the third double crochet, then you chain one, and we're at the final side. So in between that 3 double crochets and the 1 double crochet, we're going to go into it with 3 double crochets, then chain one and make a final double crochet. So now this is our first double crochet. Now the second double crochet. Now the third double crochet. Then you chain one and make a final double crochet in that hole. So we have finished the third row of our triangle. So you can see it, we just built on the second row. You can see how the tips are aligning, because every time we add a tip we make 3 double crochets, then we chain 2 and make another 3 double crochets. Now I want to compare it against the one I've made. For the pink section of the one I made 6 rows, but as I said, feel free to change the colors as you wish. For this tutorial I'm not going to use the pink up to 6 rows because I want to show you how to change colors for those that want to change colors on their project. So it's going to the next row, we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then you turn your work around, and in that chain 1 space, you remember we just make 3 double crochets, then we chain 1 and go into the next side with 3 double crochets. And when we get to the tip, we make 3 double crochets, we chain 2 and make another 3 double crochets. Then when we're going through the sides, we do the same thing that we have been doing. So I'm going to make this final row in pink, then in the next row I'm going to switch colors. So after you chain 4, you're going to make 3 double crochets in that chain 1 space as usual. This is the second double crochet, and now the third double crochet in that same hole. Then chain 1 and go into the next side like this with 3 double crochets. This is our first double crochet, our second double crochet, our third double crochet, and chain 1, then you go into the next hole, that's the side, with 3 double crochets. So this is our first, now the second, and now the third double crochet. Then you chain 1, and now we're entering the tip of the triangle, so remember the pattern that we follow. So you go into it with 3 double crochets, then you chain 2 and make another 3 double crochets. So this is our first double crochet, our second double crochet, and now our third double crochet. And you're going to chain 2 since we're at the tip, and make another 3 double crochets in that same hole. So you need to be mindful of this so that we always get our tip. So this is our first double crochet, that's after we chain 2. Now the second double crochet, and now the third double crochet, and you're going to chain 1, and now we're going down the side. You can see the triangle. We have achieved our tip. Now we're going to the second side. So you chain one, you go into the hole like this with 3 double crochets. So that's our first. Now the second double crochet, and now the third double crochet. Then you chain one, go into the next hole with 3 double crochets. So this is our first double crochet. Now the second double crochet, and now the third double crochet. So I'm just redoing the third double crochet. Then you chain one, and we are going into the final hole. That's the chain one space there. Then you make 3 double crochets. This is our first, now the second, and now the third double crochet. Then you chain one, and you make a final double crochet in that hole. So now we're through with this row of the triangle. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger. So as I said, I'm going to use the next row to show you how to change colors. So let's compare it against the one I've already done. So you can see it's the exact same thing. You just keep increasing your triangle. So I'm going to show you how to change colors. I would have used the black to show you, but black is really dark and you may find it difficult to follow along. So I'm going to change the colors with the orangish yarn that I have. But if you would like to use any other color when you're making yours, feel free to do that. I just want it to be easy for everyone to see what I'm doing. I really try not to use dark colors in the tutorials. So we're back to the triangle. I'm going to undo one of the double crochets so that you see how we join it. You can join it mid-row, but I want to show you how to join it from this point. That's the end of the row. So when you're making your final double crochet, you make it as usual, but you do not complete it. After you pull through the first 2 loops on your hook, you don't pull through the final 2 loops. You take your yarn and take it either forward or backwards, depending on the side you want it to be the back. And then you take your new yarn that you would like to attach to the project. So I use this color of yarn, so I'm just undoing some of it so that I would be able to crochet with it. So after you've got enough yarn, you take your new color and you hold it down. I'm going to show you how to do this a second time, so you have nothing to be worried about. So you just take your new yarn and you pull this through as if that is the yarn that we're using to make the project. So after we do that, we're going to make a knot and cut off the remaining excess yarn. So I'm going to show you how to do this again if you don't really understand what I was doing the first time. So you take your triangle. I'm going to undo that so that you can see it. So now we're making our final double crochet. So you yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, then you pull through 2 loops on your hook, but you do not pull through the final 2 loops on your hook. You take that your remaining pink yarn, I took it to the front, then you take your new color of yarn and you hold it down in the same place the pink one is, then you pull through. as usual. Then you can see our pink yarn. You hold it down because we're going to cut it off. So we're going to the next row. So you chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I want to show you what we do with the remaining strands. You take your pair of scissors and you cut the old yarn off. You're going to give it enough space so that we can make our knot and sew in the loose ends later on. So you take the 2 yarn, the old and the new, and you tie them. Here I'm tying it, and I made a second knot so that it won't unravel. So we're going to sew in the loose ends either now or at the end of the project or never. Depends on you. So we're going to continue. So I just chained one more in case of anything. Then you turn, you work around, and we continue the pattern as usual. In that chain 1 space, you go in with your 3 double crochets like this. So over there, you just insert your hook and you make your double crochets. So this is the first double crochet. Now the second double crochet, and now the third double crochet. Then you're going to chain 1 and go into the next hole with our 3 double crochets because we're still at the side. So this is our first double crochet. Now the second double crochet, and now the third double crochet. Then you chain 1 and we go into the next hole with our 3 double crochets. So this is our first, now our second, and now our third double crochet. Then we're going to chain 1, and now we're still on the side. So in that hole we're going to still make our 3 double crochets. So this is our first double crochet, now our second double crochet, and now our third double crochet. Then you're going to chain 1, and now we're at the tip of the triangle. So we make our 3 double crochets and chain 2 and make another 3 double crochets. So that was our first. Now this is our second double crochet. Now our third double crochet. Then you chain 2 and you make another 3 double crochets in that same hole. So this is our first double crochet. Now our second double crochet, and now our third double crochet. Now you chain 1 and we're going down the side, so we go in with our 3 double crochets. So this is our first, now our second, and now our third double crochet. So we're going to chain 1 and go into the next side as usual. So you can see how the color addition is. It looks almost seamless. You're just going to the next hole as usual with our 3 double crochets. So I'm sure you're noticing that as the rows are increasing, the number of like holes at the sides are also increasing. So you just take note of that. So now this is our third double crochet in that hole. Then you chain one and go into the next hole with 3 double crochets. This is our first, now our second, and now our third double crochet. And you chain one and go into our final hole. That's the chain one space there. We're going to go into it with 3 double crochets and chain one and make our final double crochet. So this is our second double crochet. Now our third double crochet, then you chain one and you make a final double crochet in that same hole. So I'm very sure you understand the pattern now. You just chain 4 to go into the next row. If you want to change colors, you remember how change colors. Even if you don't, you can just take it back to that portion of the video. So that's literally it. It's just one big beautiful triangle that forms a wrap skirt. Then you can sew in your loose ends. If you would like to add a fringe, feel free to do that. I have a tutorial on my channel on how to add a fringe to your crochet outfit. So this is it against mine. It's a very easy and repetitive pattern, and it is really beginner friendly in my opinion. So that's it for today's tutorial. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section. And if you would like to make a top with the skirt, there are tutorials on my channel if you're interested. So this is the skirt. I was just changing the colors using black in between, and I made a final section with the light pink, dark pink, and the orangish color. So when I fold it in half, this is what it looks like when you tie it on your waist. You make it to the length you want it to be and the width. This was when I wore it. You can also wear it as an accessory, or you can wear it as a cover up on your beach outfit. So kisses. I love you all. Bye. Mwah.